Good morning, everybody. It is Monday morning, March 27th, and we are going to talk about today's Browns free agent signing, Ogbonnia Okoronkwo, the defensive end from the Houston Texans. I am your host, Tyler Johnson. You can give me a follow on Twitter at T_Johnson_TJ. We've gotten a lot of support with this free agency series from free agent targets to free agent signings. So thank you guys so much for that support. I do ask that you drop a like on today's video as you help that YouTube algorithm grow. But also be sure to subscribe to the Network 216 YouTube channel if you are new around here. And let's get into it. So we're going to call him Ogbo just because saying his whole name is a bit difficult, but the Browns did agree to terms with Ogbonnia Okoronkwo. And again, a very favorable contract for the team. The overall deal is a 3-year contract, 6.3 million per year. Now, a lot of fans aren't necessarily familiar with Ogbo, and you can also call him 007 because he is going to wear the number 7 this year. But what are the Browns getting in him? Well, he finished the 2022 season really performing very well. 88.5 overall pass rush grade since week 7, according to Pro Football Focus. That ranked him 6th best among defensive ends. 22.9% pass rush win rate and a 17.5% pressure percentage that ranked him 8th among defensive ends over that same span. He became a starter for the first time in his career during week 11. And you can see just the explosion that he brings on the edge. And he's going to be 28 years old this year. He had a 75.1 overall grade. And the Browns, I think, are getting a really solid player here. 6'2", 253 pounds, not the biggest defensive end, 4.7 speed. So he's got speed coming off the edge. He's going to be a really nice piece next to Myles Garrett. And when you can get a guy like him for that particular price, I think it's a no-brainer, and I don't think the Browns are done adding a defensive end. I think they could look at a veteran like Justin Houston, Melvin Ingram, guys that are going to be cheap but rotational pieces to spell 007 and Myles Garrett from time to time. But overall, this is a big signing for me personally. I really like him. I have liked him for a couple of years now, even though he's been a rotational guy. He's going to get his opportunity to really become a starter, and that's what I can't wait to see from him. I think he's a very underrated player, and I'm glad he's finally starting to get the recognition that I think he just deserves. And he was really good. He won a Super Bowl with the Rams. He had 32 tackles this past year, 5 sacks, 1 forced fumble. And again, he just generates pressure, and you can see it so many times when you watch him play. And that's what I love about him. Defensive end, he can play on the left or the right side, which I think is a major asset for the Browns because it's that versatility that Jim Schwartz likes on defense. Being able to move a guy from the left, from the right, maybe sometimes they can put Myles Garrett inside when they do that. Alex Wright inside, Perry on Winfrey, Dalvin Tomlinson. There's just so many options when you bring in a guy like 007. And I think Jim Schwartz is really going to use him effectively. Huge benefit, again, not only for the Browns, but for him as well to get that opportunity to start in the NFL. He's going to get it next to one of the best defensive ends in the league in Myles Garrett. So you can't go wrong there. Again, cheap signing. It's exactly the type of deal I thought the Browns were going to make. I was hoping they'd be interested in him, and they pulled it off. So really excited about this signing. And what I want to show you guys now is just some of the possibilities you have with him. And what I'm going to show you is you guys are getting a guy with an endless motor. And I think that's very important at the defensive end position is to get a guy that isn't going to give up on a play. That's exactly what you're getting when you bring in a guy like 007 at that position. It is. And I'm going to bring up some film here on him from this past year. This is week 16 against the Tennessee Titans. He was a starter. He had 5 tackles in this game, 2 sacks. One of the sacks, it looks like the offensive lineman didn't even move. So I don't know if there's miscommunication there. But either way, you can tell that he is a guy that was just consistently making plays, which is exactly what you want to see. So we're gonna dive in. Just a couple plays I wanted to show you guys. So first off, this is at the very beginning of the game here, and he is going to be on the right side of your screen. And I mean, if you look at it, just look at this. Screen's coming. He's coming all the way from across the field, though, in order to be over there. And that's what I like. You have a guy that has an endless motor. Is he there necessarily making the play? No, but he's going to run all the way across. He's going to run all the way across the field, still get there. Again, that one's not the best example, but I mean, again, this is a guy that is just going to put in the effort, and that's all you can ask. I mean, look at that double move there. That double move is really what you want to see. He was clearly blocked, gets off his block there quick, and ends up making the play. The first example I showed you guys wasn't great, but look at that. Just continues to make the play. I'm gonna go back. Look at that. Look at the he stumbles, still gets around the tackle, spin move over, and makes the sack. It's exactly what you want to see. And again, I think you're very fortunate to be able to get just that type of player there. I really do, because you're finding value at the position, which is not easy to do, especially at defensive end. It was not like a stacked market. They were just solid overall guys. And the Browns got a guy that's still fairly young and is going to get an opportunity, as I believe he firmly deserves. So there's a lot to be excited about if you're a Browns fan. Now, the next play I'm going to show you here, again, they're on defense. Texans are on defense. He's playing on the left side of your screen, and he's just going to continue to pressure the quarterback. Look at that. Relentless motor, ends up still getting there. I don't think he got credited with a tackle on this one, but he's going to come all the way. And he's still going to get there. He's still going to end up getting there. He's chasing the play the entire time. That's the relentless motor that we're talking about. That's exactly the type of player the Browns need. You need guys that are continuously going to pursue the ball. And that's exactly what he does. I'm seriously over the moon about this signing. I hope you guys are too, because I think, again, at the price point, $6.3 million for what you're getting 007 for, absolute no-brainer. And here you're going to see him. He is on the right bottom of your screen there. Spin move. He doesn't get there, but you can just see how quick he's able to execute that spin move. And look, just look on the right side of your screen, how quick he executes the spin move right there. And if Malik Willis doesn't get that ball out quick enough, it's over. He would have been sacked easily. And 007 has his third sack of the game. It didn't happen, and you move on. But again, you can see the flash there, and just pairing him with a guy next to Myles Garrett. Houston had Jerry Hughes, and really that was it on the defensive line. As far as defense been, nothing against Jerry Hughes. He's not Myles Garrett, though. Myles Garrett is going to completely change the way Okoronkwo is able to play. So I'm really excited for this. I mean, again, you can see him. He's on the – look how quickly he gets through. It's remarkable to me. He reads the screen so well there. Really reads the screen well on that. I mean, look at this, guys. Look how he reads this screen. He falls down, still makes the tackle. The relentless motor is exactly what you are getting with 007. And I think Browns fans should be absolutely ecstatic with this signing. Again, he's not the biggest guy, and I know I've heard this said that some people think he's too small. I don't. I think when you have a guy with a relentless motor like this that you can pair next to Myles Garrett, they're probably going to bring in another edge rusher, more than likely a veteran, someone that's been around. Again, Justin Houston, Melvin Ingram, Calais Campbell could be another option. Someone that has been around that you can rotate with him. It's going to be perfect. And I would not be surprised if 007 had 10 sacks this year. Really wouldn't. I'm not saying that's going to happen. If he stays healthy and he is a full-time starter, no reason why I don't believe that could easily be the ceiling for him. So again, guys, that's today's free agent signing video. Ogbonnia Okoronkwo from the Houston Texans. Again, good price point for Andrew Berry. You have someone you can pair next to Myles Garrett on a 3-year contract too. Very team friendly. Be sure, guys, drop a like on today's video. Help that YouTube algorithm grow. Be sure to subscribe as well if you haven't to the Network 216 YouTube channel. We're trying to reach 2,000 subscribers before the end of spring and need your help. So again, be sure to check that out. Appreciate all you guys that tune into the free agent signing videos every single week. Really appreciate that support. I can't wait to talk to you all again next week. And go Browns, baby.